Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host, JJ48, and tonight we are going to be beginning The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons again, because we need to play through in the other direction, doing Oracle of Seasons first and Oracle of Ages second. So, one thing that we didn't see at the end of last week's stream, because it was actually the screen right after where I stopped, and I didn't realize that till after I cut the stream, is that there was a hero's secret given to us. And what the hero's secret is it allows us to, uh, we input it in the game, the same game that we just finished, and it lets us play through in the other direction, but carry our rings over with us, or transfer our rings, so that we can continue collecting rings in the new game. And as far as I was able to determine, that's the only change that it makes. So it shouldn't change the story. Um, it shouldn't change any of what we're doing. Just it'll let us be able to have our rings with us. I think it'll. I guess we'll find out, but I'm assuming that it will also carry over our name as well. Okay, and so yep, there was our previous game. Here's our new one, and we can tell that it was started with the hero's secret because of the Triforce symbol in the upper right. And it also looks like we start with 4 heart containers instead of the normal 3. Okay, except our quest hero. You'll recall that the game started out with um, the kind of pre-game story was that Link went into I think a temple in Hyrule, and the Triforce spoke to him and transported him to Holodrum. So yes, we will accept the quest. We have music getting louder as we go here. We kind of already, I think we recognized that last time. Spool Swamp, Eyegrass Lake, and Horon Village. And yes, we recognize these folks. You've awakened. Good, I worried while you slept. You're JJ48, right? How do you do? I am Din. I saw a red flash in the woods, and when I went to see what it was, you were lying there. So, I assume that even though our character is named the same, we're not meant to think of this as a continuation of the previous game story-wise, because we just played through it. None of these characters seem to recognize us. I mean, we've only seen Din so far, but I'm pretty sure that's going to carry through for the rest of the people as well. Mystery surrounds you. I'm just glad you're better. Come, won't you dance with me? Let me talk to everyone else first. You're awake. Please relax. Join our jovial troupe of performers for a bit. Oh, your eyes have opened. Are you all right? I am Impa, the troupe's cook. And you are? I see. Din, the dancing girl, found you collapsed in the woods. She's cared for you through your nightmares. Din is a popular dancer. Just seeing her dance raises one's spirits. Ah, Din always looks so lovely, but she seems smitten with you. I'm jealous. Din has been caring for you since she found you. She's strong-willed, but very kind-hearted. Now, I'm trying to remember. Of course, we know, having just played through this game, that Din is the Oracle of Seasons, and this troop was just like guards, from Hyrule that had been sent to protect her. And if I might be misremembering, but I thought when we started last game that we were kind of told that information right off the bat, that these guys were like, oh yeah, hey, we're Hylian guards that are disguised as a performing troupe. if that's the case, if I'm remembering that correctly, I think that makes sense in that mainly because of Impa here. In when we played through Ages to Seasons, we already knew Impa because we had met her in Oracle of Ages, and so when we get here, seeing her, like we already know that yeah she's a personal servant of Princess Zelda. This is going to be more than a dancing troupe. Playing Seasons first, we don't necessarily know who any of these people are if we're if this was our first time playing. So it makes a little bit more sense that they're being a little more incognito. They don't know who we are either. So we don't have the reputation of having defeated Varen. Don't be shy. Dancing will be fun. Oh yeah, look how much fun Link is having there. That was fun. You're a good dancer. You can spin just as well as anybody. It's been some time since I had such fun. Hey, your left hand. It has a Triforce on it. That is a sacred mark in Hyrule. If it's the true symbol, then you are a hero with a special fate. A special fate? Nothing. Let us dance. Let us keep on spinning. Yahaha, I've found you, Din, Oracle of Seasons. You hid yourself well, but you cannot escape Onyx, General of Darkness. I just realized we see Impa. Get out of my way, boy. We see Impa again. I don't know that we ever see any of the rest of the members of the troupe. I'm kind of worried what happened to them. We'll go try to help, but get thrown even further away. What do you plan to do with me? As you know, if I imprison the Oracle of Seasons and bury the temple that houses the season spirits, the seasons of Holodrum will be cast into chaos. The bountiful gifts of nature will rot, and all living things perish. That is the world of darkness that I long for. No, Onyx, no! I guess maybe it's a natural reaction. I'm not really sure what screaming no is supposed to accomplish, since I think we're a little past negotiations at this point. Gwahaha. Yeah. Down, Temple of Seasons. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Fall into chaos. Gwahaha. Are you alright? Actually, I am the nurse of Hyrule's Princess Zelda, and Din's no dancer either. She is actually the Oracle of Seasons who wields control over the forces of nature. Zelda has mystical powers that told of a curtain of shadow drawing around Din. I was instructed to take her to Hyrule in secret. Zelda gave me this quest, but ow, I've been wounded, and I won't be able to travel for some yeah, okay, I'll do your job for you. I know not why you were lying in the woods, but you and Din were fated to meet. If the Triforce on your left hand is real, then you may be the hero who will save the world. Please use your power to aid Din. Please take my message to the Maku Tree in Horon Village. The Maku Tree is the guardian of all Holodrum. Surely he can help. You're too wounded to do your job, but when it comes time to you know, get out of the cold and go over to your warm little shelter there, you seem kind of spry enough. Okay, yep. This is Horon Village. Hey, I've never seen you before. The Maku tree? Head east. Now it's just a bud, but it'll be a huge flower in spring. If you climb on that flower, I can't wait. Presumably since he's the kid who likes to play on the flower when it is spring, presumably he's saying he can't wait to play on it himself, not that he's thinking it'll be so great for us to play on it. This is the mayor's home. The mayor is fascinated with gacha nuts now. The place, planter, and the planter's deeds affect what the nut produces. The mayor found a good place recently, so he is quite happy. Okay, bombable wall. We'll have to remember to come back for that. I'm Rule, Mayor of Horon Village. Do you have any gacha seeds? If you plant one in soft earth, it will grow into a tree that bears nuts. Inside those nuts, you'll find all sorts of things. It's so fun I can't help myself. Okay, there's some soft earth just outside. Plant it there. You don't know about gacha seeds? You're missing out. I'll give you my prized gacha seed to welcome you to town. Well, that is kind of generous of you. I feel almost a little bad that I'm going to come blow up your wall later. There's some soft earth just outside. Plant it there. We don't actually have to plant it there, but might as well for now. Mayor rules residents, the Maker tree. Interesting that the sign doesn't actually address, the building that's right next to the sign, with a clock on top that's clearly something important. So I want to make a cuckoo clock better than any before, but I can't find a wooden bird that I like. One that's just breathtaking. So I just noticed, this guy here kind of looks like Mickey Mouse a little bit. Particularly, like, what... Is that a hat or your hair, or do you really have kind of round ears on top of your head? I mean, Link kind of has pointed ears, I guess, but I mean they're still on the side of his head. The seasons are a mess. Winter goes straight into summer. What's going on? Okay, the shop, which I can't afford anything. Wow, you don't even have anything. We're not open. Come back later. Well, lock your door. Or at least put a close sign, or at least close your door. I am Bippin, the expert arborist. I know plenty about trees. Now let me tell you something. Blossom and I just had our first child. Yes, we did. Have a look. I am Blossom. This is my first child, a healthy baby boy. But I'm having trouble choosing a name. Can you help me think of one? What would you call him? It has our name from last time if we want to use that. I don't think we particularly need to call him Ganon again. I was thinking about, in Oracle of Ages, in the past, we saw someone who presumably is Bippin's great ancestor, Pippin, but that's one character too long. And I'm not sure I'd want to necessarily shorten it to Pipin. So instead, thinking of Pippin as a Lord of the Rings reference, we'll go ahead and call him Merry. Short for Meriadoc in Lord of the Rings. Okay. You would name him Merry? Yes. It's a fine name, that's what I'll call him. He seems happy to have it. He should. About the only better name he could have is Samwise, but that would also be too long. So, come visit us anytime. Oh, didn't talk to Bippin, see what he thinks about the name. So, the name is decided. Merry it is. It's a fine name. I hope he grows to be a fine child. Guardian the Maku tree stands beyond the gate to the east of town. It said a hero with a sword will come to speak with him. I wonder if it's true. Do you know of the Hero's Cave near the western coast? The Hero's sword is said to be hidden there, but no one has ever found it. Okay. Do come in. I am Vasu the jeweler. Is this your first time? Then let me explain. Let me explain jewelry. Rings come from mystical seeds, have very mystical powers. If you wear one... Okay, we are... Yes, Vasu, we know about rings. Just please give me a ring box. Yes, thank you. Take this ring as a sign of our friendship. Why do I have 2 rings? I see, I call this the victory ring. Oh, okay, I have a ring from this being a hero, the heroic cape, so I do get a little ring to commemorate this. Which also explains why we can carry rings over, because in order to get this ring, you need to be doing this, and that's the only way that you could actually complete your ring collection. It's not the only thing you need to do to complete your ring collection, because we would also need to be playing on a Game Boy Advance to be able to get the Advance ring, as well as just opening up plenty of gacha nuts, but this is a ring commemorating that the evil King Ganon defeated. I'll praise it for free this time, but after this it will be 20 rupees per ring. If you get 2 of the same ring, I'll buy one for 30 rupees. Now the list. Appraised rings get added to the list. Okay, yep. Rings do nothing unless one. Well, it's also interesting that because the first ring wasn't the ring that he gave us, which I think is gonna just end up being the friendship ring, and it'll say, like, you know, commemorating the first meeting. But we already have that ring from our list, so the fact that he didn't appraise it means that we'll have a chance to get our rings first, so that when he does appraise it, he'll see that we already have it and buy it from us. So let me get my rings first. I think this is going to work. One of the things might not have been as noticeable for those watching and not playing, but the fights are a little bit tougher in Oracle of Seasons than they were in Oracle of Ages. And this time through, since we won't have our level 3 sword, they'll be tougher still. So I actually will very much appreciate having the red ring for much of the game. Brought our rings from Labrina, so see Vasu to check our list. I can't afford any appraisals, but I can get our red ring. And doesn't it look odd to just have all these screens completely empty after finishing the game and having them mostly full? In the west part of town are the know-it-all birds. See them if you have a question. Okay. Miku Tree Gate, show courage to gain passage. So we need to get our sword before we do that. What did this guy have to say? The light in here is too dim to read by. Can anyone light my fire? I do find it a little bit odd that they talk about the light being too dim, but they couldn't, like, dim the colors a little bit, which is something that they have done in other rooms. Dim it enough that it looks darker, but still light enough that you can navigate. But it must be too dark to really see what's going on, because, of course, he has actually put his bed the wrong way round. So this man is just all sorts of confused. Okay, it goes from hot to cold in a flash. The seasons are in utter chaos. What will it do to this year's harvest? Well, I don't think I ever noticed this before, but you're just harvesting grass. Like that looks like exactly the same texture as the grass over here and everywhere else in the world where there's long grass. Like this doesn't look like it's wheat or corn or any particular type of grain. It just looks like grass. And I haven't seen any livestock, so it's probably not hay for animal feed or anything. This is the house of the wise know-it-all birds. See them if you have questions. What types of questions did they have? Or answers? Hero skill. What is not a hero skill? Skill for a courageous hero. Press and hold the sword button to save power. Okay. That's how to do a spin attack. No, I don't really need to learn about maps. Subscreens. No, okay. All the tutorial type stuff you might want in the game. If you're a newer player and not really familiar with the mechanics, you can just talk to the know-it-all birds and learn about some of the... So I am kind of curious about the essences. I want to hear this. Even this know-it-all bird knows little of essences. Okay, that was mildly disappointing. So, a little disappointing, but at the same time, I guess somewhat tantalizing that, because we're going to be hearing about the essences from the Meiku tree, and finding out that, oh yeah, they're a thing, but you're not going to hear about them right now. You can't jump down that way at the moment. Hero's Cave. You might notice Hero's Cave looks a little bit different now. This is one of the changes from doing Oracle of Seasons first versus second, is that in here the Hero's Cave is no longer the big like test all your skills. It's now just the first little mini dungeon to give us a sword. Nothing too particularly tough here. It's not, it's not really pushing us out their way, but it's just tough enough that I guess the people in town haven't been able to do it, or we're the first ones to actually be able to complete it. And quite frankly, that's understandable. Most people who aren't adventurers probably wouldn't want to go someplace with a bunch of bats and slimes and bottomless pits you could fall into, and yeah, I'm not really going to hold that against them. Very elaborate treasure room, though. Alright, we got the wooden sword. This truly is a sign of courage. Hold A or B to power it up, then release it for a spin attack. Want that on the A slot, please. Thank you. Before we head back to town, I want to see what's down the hole here. And we got 30 rupees. That's nice. And that is nice because I believe that's exactly what we need for a shield, coincidentally enough. Too bad I couldn't carry my heart containers over to the new game. That is true. However, we do get one extra heart container over what we normally have. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to try to hit you with the sword, kid. I'm just trying to talk to you. If you get onto the flower, you can shoot up the cliff too. It works only in spring when flowers bloom. So I'm getting my fill of it. I mean, with the seasons all out of order, you'd think like every other day just about would be spring, but... Okay, wooden shield, yes. Did I equip my red ring? I did, yes, okay. Oh, the Maku tree's skinny again. Remember last time he was... he started out this width, but then over time he's got like all the way out here wide. Ah, who's that? Did you wake me? Who are you? What? Din was taken while I slept. There's no sign of the Temple of Seasons? This is awful. Guarding the Oracle is my duty. Alas, how I've withered. What's to be done? I don't know, you're the sentient tree. With the seasons in chaos, the land is robbed of the very essence of nature, draining all of my might. Can you save Din in my stead? It is all this Maku tree has ever asked. I sense evil on the northern peak where the Temple of Seasons rested. Onyx has cast a shadow on the northern peak. I think you will find him there. You'll need the 8 essences of nature that lie sleeping in Holodrum. Gathering all 8 is the only option. The essences possess the sacred power of nature, with which you can break the shadow barrier and save Din. Shall I repeat? No. No, thank you. Then I give you this key. Go to the giant root near the lake up north. The first essence should be there, but I'd expect some resistance. Be careful. I'll just, rest until, no energy. You got the gnarled key. I can't help but notice he says, it is all this Maku tree has ever asked, as if, like, okay, it's a little bit of a large thing to ask, but, you know, it's the only one I'm asking, so, you know, that's forgivable. You're still asking me to, you know, save the entire world and, you know, rescue the Oracle. That's still a pretty big, that's still a pretty big request, even if it's your only one. Yep. So here's where we were when Din was kidnapped. My dad, Talon, went to climb Mount Kuko, so I have to care for our hens. But there's so much I don't know. Okay. Well, pretty calm for somebody who's taking care of chickens that are as big as she is, or bigger, and are trampling all over her. I think I'd be pretty nervous about having to take care of chickens, you know, half that size. Need a key. That's right. We're going to get our seed satchel to be able to light the lanterns here. As far as I can tell, there aren't any, I don't think there are any differences to the dungeon layouts. We'll check, but... Okay, this is still a gnarled root, that I'm still not really sure how it's a root, but... It's the same design that it was before. So I'm not sure I ever really noticed, but it had the moblins throwing boomerangs instead of bringing back gorillas. So it's kind of a little bit sad. I'm not sure we've seen gorillas in a while. Okay. Got 10 bombs. Okay, good. Oh, super fast trap there. Grar, you cannot pass. Okay, that was, I do have the red ring, which probably made that a little bit easier, but even without it, that was a pretty simple battle. Okay, not all these are... Which one is it? Is it that one? I do kind of like I think I might have mentioned this last time, but this is the only room I think that has the dungeon item in a room like this, and especially coming down from a room like the one we're going up to. But of course, we recognize this is Zelda 1 style. It had this kind of room with these blocks and the traps in the corner and no other enemies, and then going down and having a room like that to get the item in. It's a nice little callback to that. Okay. Oh, interesting. I don't think I'm sure I noticed it last time because I'm sure we did exactly the same thing, but it's still a surprise to me. Even don't have a great memory. That this takes us back to this room instead of to the beginning of the dungeon. Here. Yep, this is the wise old man room. Return light to unlit torches. Yes, we already know that. Okay, that's right, these. Okay. Okay, good. More of you guys. Alright, and we remember who the boss of Dungeon 1 is. Another very old school Zelda reference, it's Aquamentus. Except that he charges. Thought you'd be spitting more fireballs, not doing a long charge and reset sequence. That's what you get for wasting my time. Okay, we got the fertile soil, an essence of nature. Seeds scattered across bountiful lands are nourished in this fertile soil. Oh, it's me, the Maku tree. Some of the fertile soil has come to me too. I already feel stronger. Oh, in my dreams I saw the Temple of Seasons in a strange land I do not know. There I saw a precious item that will aid you. That is all I can see now. Okay, and our first meeting of Maple again. She's back to her broom. Ow, ow, ow! Watch where you're going! You just hit Maple, the Great Witch Syrup's apprentice. Thanks to you, all the stuff fell out of my bag. The Great Witch will be mad. I can't find any Lon Lon eggs. And now this. I'll just take the stuff you dropped, too. Finders keepers. Yeah. Kind of wanted the potion. That would have been nice. Ah, I'll remember this. Okay. Got a ring from Agashina, good. So, I just noticed over here, this guy, before there was a girl and the boy who played on the flower, now there's the Mickey Mouse looking guy. And looks like the girl is down here. And then that kid looks like the one that was up by the know-it-all bird's house, and sure enough, there's not a kid there now. So it's kind of neat to see the people moving around the town. Okay, so it's still just still just excited about the name. Granted, we did beat that dungeon pretty quickly, so I guess it would make sense that they're still excited about the name and haven't really moved on to anything else yet. So yeah, call this the friendship ring, symbol of a meeting. Yes, we already have that one. It's the discovery ring, sent soft earth nearby. Okay, we're making a little bit of money from these. Green holy ring, no damage from electricity is. Okay, we didn't have that one. So it's basically a wash that we had 2 rings we already had, which earned us 10 rupees each, and then we had 1 ring that we didn't have that the 10 rupees just paid for. Were there any... Don't tell. Okay. Thank you, sir. Splendid. I can finally focus. Here, take this Kuko Dex. We got a Kuko Dex. It's the result of many years of Kuko research. My books tell me a fellow named Moosh can float in midair for short periods of time. They call that hovering. Books tell me a fellow named Dimitri is a strong swimmer who can swim even upstream against powerful currents. There have been sightings of a Deku scrub that loves music. Been sighting, you gonna tell me about Ricky at all, or? Oh, you can save energy while floating to hit the ground with great force. So 2 things about Moosh and a bunch of Deku scrubs. What about Ricky? Okay, guess we don't care about Ricky. Yeah, we did need to bomb the wall in the mayor's house. Excuse me, Mayor, do you mind if I blow open your wall? I will take that as a yes. Thank you. Did you know that there was a whole nother room with a gacha seed in your wall there? The good news is that there is still a whole nother room through your wall there. Where can the Temple of Seasons be hidden? Does no one have a clue? Well, we'll get there. First, I need to turn in this, trade this Kuko Dex to Malin, who is wanting to learn how to take care of Kukos. Okay, my dad went to climb Mount Kuko, so I have to care for our hens, but there's so much I don't know. Say, is that a Kuko Dex? That would be a big help. May I have it? So I guess this is the Holodrumian version of watching a YouTube video or something. Really? Thank you. Take this. It's a Lon Lon egg. These eggs are all the rage with cute girls. It's a beauty aid? Wonder if Dad is all right up there on Mount Kuko. Okay, let's see what the Meiku tree has to say. Oh, so he's already gotten a little wider. Ah, the Temple of Seasons. Precious item, it will aid you. Okay. Not really much more information than we already had. Wait, young traveler, I'm a wandering prophet, Sokra. Ah, I feel it. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. The 4 spirits are calling you. Make no mistake, the Temple of Seasons is still hidden in this world. If you can find the temple, then pay a visit to the spirits who live there. Surely they can help. Farewell. Apparently being a wandering prophet leaves you a lot of time to just sleep. So we can see with this guy, and we also saw at the fountain in the village, don't have the additional person there who gives us the secret, because this is the first game in the series, so we don't have secrets this time around. It's horrible. A temple, like, fell into Subrosia. What's a temple? Subrosia is a secret place. I must return and see. Who are you talking to, Rosa? Without being seen. I would say that it's kind of sad that Link's girlfriend doesn't recognize him anymore, but on the other hand, this was always probably the shallowest of Link's relationships anyway. So it's really not that big a loss for either of them, and it might even be an improvement. Whoa, a temple fell into the East Plaza. I think most of these guys are going to have the same dialogue. Volcanoes have been acting up because of the temple. Because their dialogue was really just all about the temple and being surprised at it. There are a lot of good ore chunks at the temple in the east. Grab items, hit switches, and stun beasts from far away. Boomerangs are so useful. If you can do the Subrosian dance well, you can get a boomerang. You finally come. When the temple was buried, I thought perhaps you wouldn't come to see me. This Temple of Seasons is where we four spirits reside. I've waited a long time for you. Do you like spring, or summer, fall perhaps? But no, you must love winter. Get the Rod of Seasons and visit us who wait in each of the four corner towers. And as much as I like winter, I think I would like it even more if I were visiting a place that was had like actual bubbling lava all over the place. I'd be even more wanting to see winter. So with the powers of the season spirits, it can change the seasons. Now bring the Rod of Seasons to us season spirits in the four towers. Was there anything up this way? This seems like the spot that there should be hidden like a heart piece or something. I'm trying to think. In our last playthrough, I think we did check there, and there never did end up being anything there. But I have to consider when we see where the Temple of Seasons was in the overworld. See if we can figure out where that room would have been, and if there's anything there. Maybe that'll be something to check out. Oh, is Guess we need to go get a... Can we access the Subrosian dance yet? I thought that was across the pit that we had to be able to jump over. Maybe not. I was thinking the Subrosian dance was that way and that we had to be able to jump over the pit to get to it, but no, it's down this way, isn't it? Subrosian Hot Springs, Subrosian Dance Hall. Ah, what great lava. A lava bath is the best thing after practicing the Subrosian dance. A little disappointed that we can't actually swim in the lava to go talk to those guys. Oh, I don't have any ore chunks. This is Subrosia Dance Hall. Good dancers get a prize. We're about to practice. Would you like to dance with us? Sure. Then join the circle. Need instructions? No. Alright. Link, nobody asked you to strike a pose. You're pretty good. You're our best dancer today. Here's your prize. Alright, we got the boomerang. I really do like the Subrosian dance a lot more than the Goron dance. Although, I was thinking there actually are a lot of parallels between Subrosians and Gorons, in that both of them are kind of like underground mining type cultures. They both have heat resistance, like, you know, can just go in lava without having to worry about getting burned. And dancing is apparently another similarity. Which kind of makes me wonder now if there's like a big Subrosian that's, you know, as big as a mountain. Thank you for coming, child of the crested hand. The spirit of winter has been waiting for you. Din is our dear friend. Now let me bestow the power of the spirit of winter on the rod you hold. When you swing the rod from atop a stump, the seasons shall change. In winter, the waters freeze and the snows pile up. Visit the other three spirits too. Please hurry to Din's aid. Okay. Been blessed. Alright, the Rod of Seasons has been blessed with a wintry chill. Climb atop a stump to call forth winter. Good. So, was the lava there when this was still the Temple of Seasons above ground? Because if not, why was there the switch causing a little bridge over the lava? So the item was actually the Rod of Seasons. New roads will surely open with its power. I dreamt of woods in the east. There may be an essence there. Can you go for me? as kind of irritating as it is to have the Meiku tree constantly falling asleep and just talking about his dreams and stuff, at least he's not constantly threatening to marry us. So, there is that. Oh, Sakura's sleeping up here. That's it. You have the Rod of Seasons. If that Rod of Seasons held the powers of the season spirits, you could change the seasons. But I see it has only the power of winter. Swing the rod from atop that stump. Its power will be unleashed. Do you understand? Yes. If the Temple of Seasons has sunk into some land called Subrosia, there must be other entrances to the Subrosian land. I'm not sure that that logically follows. But as it turns out, you are right that there are, just, I think, incorrect that there logically must be. You must find them. Perhaps you will even go to the Temple of Seasons again. So we part. What was in here? Ah, a chest was in here with some rupees, 30 rupees. That is nice. Okay, Sunken Falls, headwaters in Sunken City. Well, can't get over there. You might notice, I think, if I recall correctly, right here was where one of the jewels was to get into the ruins, and it's not there now, which that is one of the things that changes between playing Oracle of Seasons first versus playing it second, is where the jewels are. Which means even though we've already played this game before, we still will need to buy the treasure map in order to be able to find all the jewels. Ah, you startled me. Winter sets in all of a sudden, then down my chimney comes. You're not Santa. You don't scare me. Now take this shovel and clear this. That's still an odd thing to say. You're not Santa. You don't scare me. As if she was waiting for Santa to, like, confront him or challenge him to a fight or something. But since we're not Santa, we're not worthy of fighting her, I guess. Take the shovel and clear the snow from my walkway. Keep the shovel when you're done. Got the shovel, now start digging. Can you shovel my walkway? Yeah. That seems like a really good line to use to introduce yourself to people, too. Just, you're not Santa, you don't scare me. Up that way and dig my way this way. Okay, the mystery seeds. Do not forget to give me mystery seeds. Zelda equivalent of be sure to drink your Ovaltine, I guess. I forget what was inside this frozen area. Was that just a fairy? Or is it nothing? Oh, it might have been. I think this was in the. There's a room that we need the magnet gloves. That's right. I think in here wasn't this one of the places that like we went to get a secret or something? Snake's remains. Oh, why did I do that first when I want to go this way? Okay. And this room didn't have a secret northern exit, did it? Nope. Oh good, this room stayed unlocked and lit up even though we left. For some reason, I thought that I saw that room on the far left having an exit to the north, and I was like, wait, we checked that. And I wouldn't think bombable walls should show up on the map before they're bombed anyway. Here's where the bombable wall is that's, I mean, on the one hand it's marked, but it's not marked in the same way that most bombable walls are. Oh, a little too close there. Pretty good reward, I guess. Let's see what's through here. There was an exit to the left over there. I don't recall that. Oh, unless the exit to the left was to the secret room, and the secret room doesn't show up on the map because was a secret room behind a bombable wall that didn't show up on as such. Okay, nope, not there yet. course, these bombable walls come back. Bombable blocks. I guess they're not really walls. But... Okay. So we need the glove before we can, or the power bracelet before we can go to either of those routes. Okay, yeah, the room to the left was the rupee room. Okay, we are gonna need the glove before we can get that. Normally it's kind of hard to throw bombs at those guys, but if I use the boomerang first, then they'll stay still. Alright. Okay, so now I think we should be able to get all the way through this dungeon today. Might even be able to do a little bit more and maybe even get to the third dungeon. I do anticipate this second time through to be a little faster than the first. Again, my memory is pretty terrible, so I can't guarantee I'll immediately recognize the exact route, and certainly not the most optimized route. But I will at least have a little better idea of where I'm going and what I'm doing, and not have to try to completely not have to like remember things like, oh, where's the treasure map? Where is how do we get around? Probably didn't need to do that. That actually didn't help me at all, did it? Oh, come on now. I would have had it if I hadn't wasted my time going down and setting that other bomb. Okay, do we have bombs? Oh. 10 bombs for 30 rupees? Sure. No, thank you, good sir. Okay, there we go. Just get at it. Stop flying at me while I'm trying to solve puzzles. Oh, it's Facade. I don't know if anybody else ever remembered in the, I think it was kind of late 90s, Nickelodeon had their Nick Jr. channel that was kind of the host of that was a mascot named Face, who looked actually like this, just a little bit less evil. Oh, now that's just unfair. Yeah, go back to Nick Jr. and earn a respectable living. Oh, okay. Well, we don't have a flute or anything yet, so I think bombs will take care of those. They will. Yeah, the respawn, the falling into a pit just to respawn on top of multiple other pits is a little bit of a design flaw there, I think. Um, yeah, I don't think we've gotten the boss's key yet, so let's... let's try going here first. Actually, it reminded the respawn into instant death kind of reminded me a little bit of back when I played Call of Duty 4. There were some servers that would let you, well, not let you, they would force you to respawn instantly um, instead of having like a 10-second wait or something, which was. Is this where I want to go? Okay, yeah, I do have the Nightmare's key now, or the boss's key. Which normally was pretty good, but it could be abused if somebody called like an airstrike on your team's spawn, because it would kill people and then you would immediately spawn right in the middle of the airstrike and usually die 3 or 4 times before the airstrike was over. So, yeah, Facade, you're using the same cheap tactics as people in the early mid 2000s on first-person shooter games. So when the mouth opens, attack from within, then superhuman strength will prevail. Okay, that's right, because next we're going to be facing Dodongo. Although I like that even though they have all these monsters from the original Legend of Zelda, like Aquamentus and Dodongo, they do add an additional layer to the fight. Here we're not just throwing the bombs at Dodongo, we have to pick him up and throw him on the spikes. In the Aquamentus fight, he didn't just sit there and throw fireballs at us, there was also him charging at us, which he actually used a lot more often than the fireballs. So it's nice that they're reusing a lot of enemies, kind of call back to previous Zeldas, but at the same time it's not just a matter of like, well, we don't have to, we're not trying to add anything ourselves, we're just going to be lazy about it. We got the Gift of Time, an essence of nature. Seeds sprout as seasons change with the Gift of Time. Thank you. I too received part of the Gift of Time. I just dreamt of Spool Swamp out west. Something is afoot there. But I can see no more. Okay. Uh-oh. Hopefully Maple's not gonna end up... Let's go over here so that we don't accidentally drop that into a pit. Ouch. Watch where you're going. Yep, we just hit Maple, the Great Witch Syrup's apprentice. Oh my! That's one of those Lon Lon eggs that are all the rage with girls now. It's just what I'm looking for. You're a boy, you don't need it. I'll give you my doll for it. Okay, so we got a ghastly doll instead. Looking at it gives you chills. This makes up for your bumping into me. See ya. Oh, we need to change the season to winter to be able to go that way. So here's one thing that we're also going to change from our previous playthrough. You might recall in our previous playthrough we had Moosh as our animal friend, the big blue flying bear, and Moosh was a good friend. I don't want to deny that, but you can actually have one of three friends: Moosh, Dimitri, or Ricky, and we met all three of them, and we will meet all three of them once, but which one kind of becomes your permanent friend, or the one that you use several times, depends on how you get the flute. After between the second dungeon and the third dungeon, there's three different ways that you can acquire the strange flute, and how you acquire it determines which friend you get. So we are going to come down here to the Subrosian dance, and do I need rupees or chunks, or you just let me dance? Yes, I'll practice. Need instructions? No. Ah, hit the wrong button. Okay. A lot of right movements. Alright. Wait a second, you're supposed to give me, but you're supposed to give me a flute. Let's see, maybe I have to try again after, maybe I had to do it once in order to try it? Or maybe it's after... Maybe it's after the third one. I'm gonna try one more time just to see if maybe it's like you have to beat it once and then they'll give another thing or something, but... If nothing else, maybe I'll have some more ore chunks. Okay. Well... there has to be something, because I just realized if we go to... If we go over to the third place, we're going to end up getting a different flute by default. So there must be... Do I have to talk to someone first? You can do the surprising dance while you can get a boomerang. I already did. Let me try returning to town first and then come back here. Maybe if I see the other flute in the shop. Say, a princess named Zelda lives far away. I hope to meet her. I wonder if she dances as well as Din does. Spring, summer, what will come of it all, even I cannot see. Whoa, the mate tree's gotten even larger. Ah, Spool Swamp out west. Something is afoot. Yeah, but first I want to get the strange flute. The only thing is that I'm hoping that it's not a case of something like, well, you got the strange flute last time and it's just given us the same friend. No, because here we can buy a strange flute here. I don't want to buy that strange flute because that one becomes Moosh's, and I don't want... Again, Moosh has been a good friend, but we'd want to go with a different friend this time. Mary looks a little strange. I want to take him to a doctor, but we have no rupees. Could you please lend us some? Sure. Here, you can have a lot. Thank you, you are a true Samaritan. Well, I'm not actually a Samaritan. I'm actually a Hylian, but... Hey, my boy is ill, but still I have something to teach you. Inside a Gashanut, more than anything, you find magic rings, but sometimes you find rupees or hearts. Did I have any rings to... Nope, I didn't have any rings to be appraised. And I do apologize if we end up doing this dance a bit while trying to figure this out, but I would like to try to get the strange flute this way. If we buy it in the shop, I think it becomes Moosh's flute. If we don't do anything, then I think it becomes Ricky's flute. And no offense to Ricky, but I want Dimitri's flute, and I think Dimitri's flute, it has to be from Sprosian Dance, from what I'm seeing. So maybe it's a random thing, and we just have to keep doing it till we get it. We'll find out. We still have a bit of time left, so. Ah. I like how in the Goron dance, you know, you had like 3 chances to mess up. Here it's just one mistake, you're terrible, get out of here. Just kick you out of the dance hall completely. Ah. No, but I definitely need the practice, apparently. Ah. I don't know why I'm suddenly just not able to remember 3 steps as well. But... give it a couple more tries. If nothing else, we're building up plenty of Gasha seeds. Ah. Let me see if I can look up See if there's any other triggers or anything before I devote too much longer to this, especially since I'm screwing up more. Let's see. Well, according to this, I should just get it if I already have the boomerang and it's past the second dungeon. I will go until I actually win the game one more time. If it still doesn't reward it to me, then I'll just move on and we'll see if we get Ricky's flute then. Yeah, thanks. I moved a little too fast there. No. Okay, it's just ore chunks. Okay, well let's go see if we get Ricky's flute. I'm hoping it's a case of must have done something wrong, or else it's a case of like the flute just being. Hope it's not like it's set to Mushes or something, just because that's what we had last time. Because since they have this set up to let you play through the game again, you'd hope that they would let you make some different choices. And we did see the strange flute available for sale in the shop, so. I'm Ricky. Spool Swamp's my backyard. If you go south from here, then around and back up, there it is. I'd go with you, but I can't do a thing without my gloves. A guy named Blano took them when I lost a match to him. I guess I need to go find Blano and get Ricky's gloves back. Not that way. Go up this way. that from here? No. I guess that's right. I was thinking we had to go up there, but that's not the way to Blano. Blano's down around this way, and over here, and up this way. I'm the legendary champ Blano. You want something? Then earn it in the ring. Will you bet 10 rupees? Okay. Yeah, you'll learn. Listen up. We trade punches till one of us gets knocked out of the ring, and no items. If you break the rules once, the next match is for 20 rupees. And no rings, only fists. Got it? Got it. Ready? Come on, come on. Okay, so let's... Okay, I don't have any rings equipped. I don't have any items. Oh. He looked like he was actually boxing. I was just kind of pushing him like it was a sumo match or something. Yeah, I lost. Your fists are golden, kid. You're the new champ. Here, take these. Wow, so you won Ricky's gloves, and I didn't even tell you I was looking for Ricky's gloves, which means you were just handing out as a reward stuff that you took from other fighters. Wow, that's I don't think that's good, Blano. Oh, I don't have my ring equipped. I'm Ricky. Spool Swamp's my backyard. Okay, you've already told us that. I have your gloves, by the way. Can't do a thing without my gloves. A guy named Blano took them, and when I lost match to him, and yes, we got your gloves back. Those are my gloves. You brought them back. Thank you. But if you beat Blano, you must be tough. What's your name? JJ48. Cool name. I'm Ricky. You've already told me that like 3 times now. Nice to meet you. Here, take this flute. If you need me, just play the flute. I'll try to find you. Okay, so we got Ricky's flute. So, could get Ricky's flute. For some reason, we just couldn't get Dimitri's flute. Okay. I mean, no offense, Ricky. I'm not saying that I don't want your flute. It'll be a big help. I'm just a little disappointed that the Sabrosian dance didn't work for us. Ricky will come to your aid when you play it. First, I'll take you to Spool Swamp. Get in my pouch. Press A to punch, or save power to unleash a tornado. I can also jump small holes or cliffs. Move toward a hole, I'll just jump right over. You can clear 1 hole easy. Give it a try. Not 2 holes, right? Nope, not 2 holes. Let's see. Ricky, can you wait right here while I talk to the person in this house? Thank you. Oh, it's so hot. Even sitting by my prized soothing pool doesn't help. I need something creepy to send chills down my spine. Oh my, that doll, it's so gassy, it gives me chills. Let me have it. Smart boy, here, take this fine iron pot. Okay, we have a well-seasoned iron pot. What, wasn't my thanks enough? If you can swim, take a dip. Oh. Ricky has gone away. I think if we didn't have Ricky's flute, he would wait here because we would have no way of getting back to him with otherwise. But because we have Ricky's flute, he's Oh, that's actually a different tune than Moosh's flute. Interesting. So it's not just a matter of the flute's effects are different, but even the tune I think is sounded a little different. Cliff like that is one leap. I'll jump if you move up to it. So give it a try. These, you got Pegasus seeds, make us faster. Can you leap up here? You cannot. You want in the swamp? Well, actually, I lost the key to open the floodgates. It's over here. I mean, it's almost the only thing in your house that where the. How did you not think to try that? Oh, that's where I left it. That should open the floodgates. You can get to the keyhole from that puddle outside. I guess Ricky's not gonna be able to go down here. Well, thanks for the help, Ricky. Let's see. You're gonna tell me to go fast, aren't you? Blue seeds will give you speed. There wasn't anything up here, was there? It was just, I suppose I don't even think that's where I wanted to go. I need to go down this way. So we can't get there from the top route. I do find it a little odd that of the three companions, Dimitri is a Dodongo, which is, you know, kind of legendary beast kind of thing. Let me share my wisdom. South of the floodgates is a strange vortex. It seems to be linked to another world. I offered my wisdom, so buy something. I don't need anything, sorry. Dimitri is a Dodongo. Moosh is a bear, but he's a flying bear, which is kind of mythical. Ricky's just a kangaroo. I mean, a boxing kangaroo, but that's kind of a just a trope. It's not really a mythical beast in the same sense as the others. Just as I, Sokra, predicted, the time has come when a new power of seasons is needed. This means you must find a doorway to the Subrosian land and go to the Temple of Seasons. Well, I'm trying to think of where we're going to meet Moosh then, because I think we're supposed to meet all three of them. Dimitri is going to be in Sunken City. Here's tell of precious red ore and blue ore that can give us unbelievably hard ore. Rosa the Pop Star has been seen around here a lot lately. Okay. Rosa's key can open any door, even ones in the temple. You can find star-shaped ore in the sands around here. Yep. I guess we're going to need to dig up some star-shaped ore so that we can trade it for a ribbon, which we will give to Rosa so that she'll go on a date, because just paying someone to go on a date with you, and not even because we want her company particularly, but just because she has a key that we need to use. That's about the least healthy relationship I think we've seen so far in this series. Suddenly winning all those ore chunks at the Subrosian dance are a little less exciting, since we're probably going to have as many ore chunks as we need, just looking for the star-shaped ore. My name's Rosa. My favorite ribbon floated out to sea. I wanted to go explore the temple, but I can't go out like this. Isn't that lava? Well, maybe not, because we're wading in it. This might not be lava. This might be actual water that's just red from, like, the red glow of Subrosia from all the places where there is lava. If I recall, the star-shaped ore is random. I don't think it spawns like in... I don't think it's like there's this particular spot that you dig it up from. So I think like even if you've already dug a spot once, if you change screens and come back, there still might be the star-shaped ore there. I'm gonna give Rosa something she likes, so she'll date me. Wish I could go on a date with Rosa just once, but what do I get? How do I get her interested? Just get a ribbon. Or, there it is. Found a star-shaped. That is very star-shaped. Like that is just incredibly star-shaped. It's not even just a little bit star-shaped. Let's get a rare peach stone for 20 ore chunks and 10 ember seeds. That sounds like a good deal. Cute ribbon for star-shaped ore. Yes, please. Bomb bag upgrade, sure. Sure, let's go ahead and grab a ring while we're at it. So when do you? I guess we have to wait for a certain point of the game before he starts selling the members card. Don't have enough cent seats to trade. Yeah, it's just rings that get progressively more expensive until a certain point. What a cute ribbon. Is it for me? No. Oh, I want a ribbon. Okay, fine. Take the ribbon. Wow, thank you. Since you're so nice, I'll go on a date with you. Let's go look in that temple. So this reveals Rosa has figured out something that no Hylian has managed to figure out so far. At least not since, the second game. And that is how to use a key more than once without breaking it. So that's actually quite the achievement. We need to... this one. Autumn. Wait, no, this is not the summer. Rose is oddly quiet. I'm not sure if she's just taking it all in or if she's just thoroughly unimpressed. You have come, adorable hero. I am the spirit of summer. In summer, vines grow tall and creeks dry up. Remember that. Ancient Hyrulean legends say that the hero destined to overthrow evil has a Triforce on his left hand. Perhaps you are this hero. Now I grant you the power of the spirit of summer. The Rod of Seasons has been blessed with a summer day. Climb atop a stump to call forth summer. Rosa looks like she's just kind of bored. Oh, some magical season spirit that's giving you magical power. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, getting on towards the end of our time, but we'll just go get to the next dungeon. We won't delve into it or really go past the first room, but I think that'll be a good stopping point. Get to the first dungeon and then we'll save and quit there. No goodbye, no hey, that was fun or anything. Just a okay. I'm done using the key, so I'm just gonna leave. Seriously, the relationship does not seem healthy for anybody involved in it. Okay, Ricky cannot destroy those things. Okay. And so next time we'll be taking on the Poison Moth Slayer. So this seems like a good place to stop. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. Hope you're enjoying taking kind of this second look through Oracle of Seasons. Uh, and next time we'll continue on with Dungeon 3 and hopefully Dungeon 4 and possibly even Dungeon 5. I'm not going to try to rush through, but we won't need to take quite so much time as we did before as well. So until next time, have a good week and see you then.